Okay, guys, welcome back. Here, oh look, it popped right up that NFT. We're going to be talking about Glue Horse Factory today. Really exciting news as I was like kind of preparing this, going for a deeper dive into the specific project. Logan Paul made a huge run on bidding for some of the super rare NFTs in the project, and kind of show you how I arrived at that. It was kind of a cool surprise. I was kind of doing my last minute due diligence here, but welcome to the show where we look at just how to be creators within this world of NFTs and utilize blockchain for entertainment and culture and music and art. And so let's go through Glue Factory. Yes, that's a brutal life of a horse. I love horses, so this, for me, at first I was like, they trying to like play to this very, sappy sort of thing of like, oh, let's do this for the horses. But then I saw this, and again, unlike Stoner Cats, it had an actual sample of what this animation is going to look like, and these NFTs, interacting. And so I was like, well, and it was funny. And you could tell the dialogue was very snappy and it was crisp. And I was like, these are comedy writers. These are writers who know comedy. And so, I looked, the team, they sold out quite quick. I think it was the same day. And so I started looking at this a bit deeper. And so, they kind of give a broad thing of like, yeah, some of Hollywood's funny things. And I don't know if you've seen some NFTs that are coming out of Hollywood, and there's some people who have a claim to it that perhaps they just live in Hollywood or something. But this is Colton Dunn, this is John Barinholtz. These are people who you may have recognized from shows, certainly from Superstore, and you can see how these are seemingly just friends as well. So they've met in different shows, they've worked together on MadTV. They share managers, and so the comedy world is quite tight, and especially in television comedy. Katie Rich, from Saturday Night Live, and and then Rob Belushi, Jim Wise, and yes, that's Jim Belushi's son. And so, but just a really accomplished group of writers and performers, and I think that's super exciting to me because not only are they writers and performers, but they're of a high caliber. And let's jump right into I think who's heading this, and certainly has the most credibility here. Colton Dunn. You've seen the face. You know him from Superstore if you've seen it. But I started doing a deeper dive into it's like he has a lot of other experience in animation, Big City Greens. Obviously was in Superstore for a long time. Eric Andre show, like a writer on that. That's interesting to me because I loved the Eric Andre show. It was crazy as hell, but it had a unique point of view, and it was probably within Eric's tone of what he wanted to express, and it was super rad and super interesting. And then I came across all this other dude just doesn't stop working. College Humor, I mean, really funny stuff here. Comedy Bang Bang, come on. Give some shout outs to Scott Ackerman. And then I landed on Key and Peele. I mean, this is a guy who wrote for Key and Peele. I love Key and Peele. That show was so monumental to me in terms of its tone and where it went, in taking sketch. And so now I'm like, wow, this is a person who can bring some real structure and real, comedic structure to this concept. Of how bad a horse's life is, as a contemporary comment on how shitty it is and how mean it is and cruel it is. John Barinholtz, he was also, as we kind of saw on Superstore. Superstore floated the lives of many comedians for many years. A lot of funny people worked on that show, and it's just like for me it was almost like Reno 911. Reno 911 kept so many starving comedians alive, and Superstore was kind of one of those. It was just a good, solid, little fun show that hired a lot of comedians. And Veep, come on, but he was part of that MadTV crew. So again, like you can kind of start to see, where these people all met, and he was also on Key and Peele, and also the McCarthys. Hello, shout out to one of CBS's best comedies ever, created by Brian Gallivan. Super funny, way ahead of its time. Happy Endings, of course. Run by the Russo brothers before they went to Marvel and did all of that. Awesome stuff. I felt bad here. So Kate Rich, I was like, okay, let's, I'm bringing you guys onto IMDb. And this is a professional platform that, you pay some significant sum for as for a yearly subscription. And, you have access to their, the agents and all that stuff. And so I'm like, oh, let me look up Kate Rich. And I think they should change the name on their website because the Kate Rich comes up as this, and I felt bad, and I was like, no, we gotta find out who the real writer is here, and that is actually Katie Rich from Saturday Night Live, and of course, and long running, she did like 6 years on this show, is at ICM, great agency, and also with Odenkirk, you can see some of the other people there are with Odenkirk as well, management. And so, they share, obviously, they were in writers' rooms together, they were in cast together, and so you can tell these are friends, and I love projects like that because it allows for just, you to get into ideas faster and express quicker and, get to the end result, honestly, a bit faster because there's no, get to know you sort of thing. It's like, yeah, no, we know that, this person's good at dialogue, and we're going to go with that. And so, rest of the team, Robert Belushi, I just don't want to say it's Jim Belushi's son, but the dude's been working a lot for a long time, and so, on a lot of things. This is a big. He works with Josiah Akinyele, who's a great agent at Innovative. I want to shout out to Innovative, and just been working for a long time on a lot of great shows. Ballers, hello. And Jim Wise is not coming up. Sorry, my computer is like heating up at the keyboard to like magma levels. It's like bubbling because it's a bit old. It's my trusty, writing steed. But this is why you need to hit that like and subscribe button, please, because I need to get a new computer. And, I'm doing this for free. This is for fun. But man, it'd be nice to get a new computer. So I was going through this, and so I was like, going through the thing, and then I was just like, looking at rarities, and it was just like, okay, this is the one of one. Well, it's essentially a one of one because it's so rare. This unicorn with the skin like that, and then and it was just like, okay, that's $100,000 offer, 3.3 weeks. And I was just like, well, where did this come from? And, okay, somebody 3 days ago got it for 1.4 ETH. Okay, so this is why I brought up the project originally. I'm like, oh, what an affordable project to get into right now for somebody who's maybe just starting out or wanting to find some value in the space because, there's so many projects that get so hyped up. I'm priced out within days. But so I'm just like, logs. I was like, logs. Okay, Logan. I was like, that's a boxer. That's a, that could be him, right? And I started just, I didn't want to go too deep dive, but I was just like, just to verify, I'm like, is this potentially Logan Paul's curio cards? Okay. Those are expensive, and, those are a hot ticket right now. And then I saw like, oh, wow, this person is collecting within the Glue Horse Factory project as well. Oh, that's fantastic. And they're getting really rare ones, and I think at great prices, like the skeleton with the lasers for $6.5 is kind of a value right now. Especially when you're talking about, he's got a stack of CryptoPunks. And these are like hella good CryptoPunks too. These are like, sorry, I didn't mean to say hella and get my Canadian friends excited, but like, these are really like seminal CryptoPunks, and and I'd heard that he had actually got a lot of and started collecting World of Women as well. So it really started to click that this is actually Logan Paul's wallet. I don't want to go into too deep of a dive on his wallet and stuff, but this is blockchain. This is what this is. This is all public knowledge and stuff. So, but it was just exciting to see, because again, this is something where I'd been thinking about buying into, and I had heard like a vlogger was talking about it as well, and he was just like, oh wow, this is interesting. And as he was talking about it, his other friend, who was a vlogger, was buying the floor, and admitted to buying the floor of Glue Factory show, because the value, it's like it's really inexpensive right now. And I'll just say it right now, because when you have influencers like Logan, FOMO into something like this, it's going to raise the value. And I was FOMO'd out of World of Women, or I got priced out of World of Women really quick, because it was such a hot thing. I just couldn't afford one like super quick, because like the ones that I kind of wanted were like 1/8, and just don't have that type of loot unless you hit and like the subscribe button and the bell button, all those great notifications to allow this content to get to you. When it's when I go live with this stuff, because that was the exciting part. Was I was just like, holy crap, this is Logan Paul, FOMOing into, not FOMOing, but he was certainly buying into this project in a big way. And so that says a lot about the potential here, because I saw it from the potential of the writing team and the performing team. It's really fantastic. And this is just gonna be a funny show, like legit funny. And so I was super stoked to be involved with it. But I think now, as the utility and the value is being understood of NFTs, something like this, owning a piece of this show potentially, as it goes forward into the world, because these are going to be fun little shorts, and they're going to share them. But then does this have the ability to break out into mainstream media? And I think that's the most exciting part about this for me. I don't know if their story says that they just kind of found this common bond. They love horses as much as I do, and so it was just like, oh cool, like they're they care about this thing, and they want to make a product that's very specific, because I don't think you can take this to Cartoon Network and say, I want to do a really dark thing about like how bad it is to be a horse, and like, well, how many seasons is that really? And so for a broad audience, that's what they're buying for. When they're bringing on shows to Cartoon Network, they have an audience. They know specifically they kind of want to target millennials making $80,000 and who have bought Audis, and so they have specific demographics that they're going for. But like, this is what I love about this platform of NFT creation, and it's sort of its independent nature, is you can create something that you care about, and hopefully that shines through. And this is one of those that I saw that I was like, this has the potential to break through. Now, is this financial advice that you should FOMO into this and you're going to make untold riches? I don't know. This isn't financial advice. This is just me hanging out and looking at stuff that I think is pretty cool. And so if you think it's cool as well, please hit that like and subscribe button. I did that like snap broth, that European broth, that like English broth snap. Sorry about that. But do hit and like subscribe, all that good stuff, because it allows me to know what you guys are interested in, and I'll keep sharing as sort of new information comes about this project and many others. As you guys know, I obsess over certain ones because I want to bring you the good stuff. There's a lot of rug pulls lately and a lot of crap that's out there, but I really want to dig through and find the good stuff that I get excited about, that has unique utility, that has which, by the way, that EVA yesterday, I did a thing on EVA Evaverse, and I was so excited to play my guy in the metaverse game they had, but that was only for PC and not for Apple's, which was a big bummer. Thanks Steam, not to blame Steam, but they only have a certain limitation of what they can code for and whatnot. So anywho.